Hi, it's Ramon Scott with Tony'sPicks.com with our WNBA preview for Sunday, August 18th. I'll preview 4 games here in just a moment, including the big one on Sunday between Seattle and Indiana. All right, let's roll with it right now. 4-game card started off here with Connecticut. On the road at Atlanta, the Sun, a 7-point favorite, total 156. Atlanta covered the first 2 meetings in this series, including one as a double-digit dog at Connecticut. Connecticut's second straight road game here off of the break now. They won and covered at Dallas, 109-91. Mabry, 17 points in that one. She is going to be an impact player for sure for Connecticut. Big acquisition here. But, for Atlanta, Tina Charles, she looked pretty strong in that last game. Atlanta defeated Seattle 83 to, what was it? 83-79. They were a 7-point dog. They had lost 8 straight coming in. Atlanta got the win to snap that 8-game losing streak. So I don't know. Atlanta's got interesting personnel in this game. I mean, I think they're due for improvement here. You have Charles, who looked really good. I don't know how much she's got left, but she looked great in that game. Also, Jordan Canada did come back, and she played strong in that first game, and she's going to be strong in this game, I would think, against Connecticut. And Ryan Howard, even though she's got a tough matchup against Bonner, look, Howard looked great in the last game too, and she looked great in the Olympics as well in that 3-on-3 event. So Connecticut just 1-6 against the spread. Their last 7 off of a win. Atlanta 6-0-1 against the spread. Their last 7 against teams above 500. Connecticut does own the series, but I'm going to take Atlanta here. +7 on Sunday. All right, we're going to take a little big one now here with the Seattle Storm on the road. 3.5-point favorite against the Indiana Fever. Indiana won 13 games last season. They have 12 wins right now, and there's still 14 or so games left. So Indiana definitely big-time improvement here. They still have a great charge here going for the playoffs here. Now, Seattle won all 3 this year. They covered the last 2 by an average. They've won by 9.7 points per game in the first 3 games of this series. Seattle lost at Atlanta, as we mentioned, despite 29 points from Skylar Diggins-Smith. Indiana won against Phoenix, remember, 98-89. They were favored in that one. Phoenix was coming off a back-to-back, and Clark, 29 points, 10 assists against Taurasi. We know we got you. We got you, Caitlin. We got you. Seattle just 6-2-1. They are 6-2-1 against the spread in their last 9. They also, I look at it with great defense. Look, this is where the difference is between teams like Indiana when they're going up against maybe even Phoenix or Chicago right there. But you've got great defensive players in Jewel Lloyd, right? You got Skylar Diggins-Smith. You got Easy Magbagor. So that's going to be too much for Indiana in this one. As good as they've been, man, I just feel like Lloyd can have a big game offensively as well, and Horston too for Indiana. So I'm going to take Indiana here, lay 3.5 or 4 points on the road. I'm sorry, so I'm going to take Seattle Storm. You know what I mean. Seattle minus 3.5 or 4 here on the road against the Indiana Fever. Take the Storm on Sunday. All right, next up, we got the LA Sparks taking on Las Vegas here. Las Vegas just lost to the Liberty yesterday. That 12-0 run by the Liberty put the Aces away, and right now everybody's worried again. This team is up and down, but they're still so elite. You just wonder how much is a lack of focus. I can't state it enough here, but even here, right, when you got a 16-point spread, but they better get this one right. They better win it convincingly. It certainly could be wide open for the back door. I guess if I'm going to go one way or the other, I'm going to lean to lay in the points here in this one. LA won the last 2 meetings, both at home, so maybe there's a little bit of that Las Vegas can try to, build on as far as trying to make sure they get this victory. But still, I'm going to lay the points here. Los Angeles is 0-2 straight up and against the spread already, resuming here out of the break against the Chicago Sky, of course, they lost that game to the Sky yesterday at home. Sky got that run late to win the game on the road against Los Angeles. So both teams playing, the back-to-back here. So LA did play also the Liberty. So you can match up those opponents, kind of. Still, Las Vegas has failed in 4 straight now here, and the Aces are 8-1 against the spread in back-to-back games. They're also 5-1 against the spread at home. That kind of has me leaning towards Las Vegas here. They've covered the last 4 meetings between these two teams. 4 of the last 5 meetings have gone over, but between Wilson, Plum, and Gray, they should just go off, I would think, in this game. Certainly for LA, it's going to be tough for their good players, for Stevens and for Jackson here. I would think it'd be very, very difficult for Los Angeles. One note, Los Angeles did get Odyssey Sims. We said how good she looked for Dallas in there, but I guess there just isn't room over there for Dallas. Bummer for them. So Sims at least is going to get some playing time. She played 16 minutes last night and had a bucket. We know she does so much more, so it'll be interesting to see Odyssey Sims in this game. Maybe she can make the difference, but I'm going to take Las Vegas here and lay 16 points against the Sparks. Maybe if the Sparks wasn't on back-to-back, I could consider them here. All right, and finally, we're going to take a look here at the Chicago Sky taking on the Phoenix Mercury. The Mercury lost to Phoenix, remember, by 20 in that first game out of the break. Phoenix looked really good, and Chicago looked pretty bad in that one. But since then, Chicago won at LA yesterday with a run themselves. They won that game 90-86. We mentioned everybody who was going to make the difference in that game. We said it in the preview yesterday, and they made the difference in the game. Rebecca Allen, 16 points. Cardoso, 15 points. Reese, 14. And Banham. We said Banham would be key. Maybe it was obvious, but they got the win. It wasn't easy. They used a lot of energy in that game, did the Chicago Sky, and they're pretty inconsistent. So is their opponent, the Phoenix Mercury, no doubt about it. Phoenix lost at Indiana by 9 points. They are 7-2 against the spread their last 9 games at home. They're 8-3 against the spread against sub-500 teams. Sky are 0-4 against the spread, last 4 back-to-backers. I would think for Copper and for Griner, they can have big, big games here, I would think, against Chicago in this one. So I'm gonna go with Phoenix to win this one, probably by double digits here on Sunday. All right, and that's going to do it for me here. Don't forget, head on over to Tony'sPicks.com and check out our premium pick packages. I have action tomorrow in Major League Baseball, the WNBA, and maybe some international soccer as well, plus a couple of NFL preseason games. Check out our handicapper leaderboard, see who's hot, and then click on the All Cappers tab. That's where you'll find all the handicappers. Click on the handicapper of your choice, and that's how you get signed up. You can check out our packages there, including my 3-day, 7-day, 30-day All Sports Pass and my individual pick passes as well. Over there at Tony'sPicks.com, you'll find that you have our 3-game, 5-game, and 7-game packages, including our discount best bets as well over at Tony'sPicks.com. And all those packages must show a profit to get credits back to your Tony's Picks account. So you can use them with another handicapper, ride with me again if we don't show a profit on that card. But we will here on Sunday, so check me out over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, like this video, subscribe to our channel, share it, and thank you for watching. For Tony'sPicks.com, I'm Ramon Scott.